Not the glow up, the middle. I'm Yana B. I spent 20 years as a federal executive. I'm 48, currently rebuilding my life from scratch, and I have an 8-year-old who doesn't care about any of that. I'm caught between a 20-year federal career and a second grader's lost permission slip, or a technology project he forgot to mention the day before it's due. Rebuilding a career is a full-time job, but I also have someone who needs me to make their lunch, help with math, and take them to soccer practice. If you're a professional woman navigating a life change, transition, or something like that, while trying to be the parent your kids deserve, you're in the right place. Subscribe, join the middle. I'm glad you're here. In the mornings, my brain is running full speed before my feet even hit the floor. After working my whole life, my mind just defaults to execution mode. And now I'm trying to execute my way out of uncertainty and the path is not clear. Because now I'm calculating my finances, strategizing a move that keeps on shifting. I'm trying to figure out if the work I'm building on the side, the content, the client work, all the things I was doing part-time when I was an executive is gonna now develop into a full salary, or if a job is gonna open up for me. And both of those paths scare me. And then when my son wakes up, I have to code switch my brain to get him to school on time. And y'all, every day he act like it's his first day on earth, the first day he's ever woke up, like it's the most foreign thing he's ever done. I've heard parents say chaos is a grounding ritual. No, in my house, chaos is just chaos. So I try to reduce it, take a shower at night, lay out your clothes, pack the snack. But reminding my son to brush his teeth and wash his face, y'all, when does that become automatic? One thing about parenting is, even when the days that the transition feels too heavy to carry, I have no one else to carry the load but me. So my goal in the mornings is just get him to school on time by 8. I don't have no long drawn out list. Very simple. Get to school on time. But that's my life now. There's a mental split that happens in the middle. I actually feel more guilt now about it than I did when I had a 9 to 5, because I'm not really a 3-hour parenting mom. I like to be there. When I was an executive, my days ran late sometimes, but I was present. I got to clock out. It's a 9 to 5. But now every single day I'm working all the time because it feels like nothing is ever finished. And I'm also trying to solve my entire life in one day, every day. I want to read all the books at once. I want to make every move at once. I want to figure out what's going to get me from here to there today, right now. Hurry up. So my son, he'll be talking to me, talking about Legos, talking about what happened at school, who did what to who on the playground. And I'm just nodding, smiling, but I am somewhere else. I'm checking my bank app. I'm looking in the LinkedIn inbox to see if they email me back yet. And then I have my head always running through everything I'm trying to figure out. The mental noise is a lot. Do something else, do this, did you do that? The middle steals your presence, and I was not prepared for that. And the guilt from knowing I was actually more present when I had somewhere to be. But you know, he has no idea what's happening in my professional world, and that's cool, because watching him be that free, unbothered, that reminds me of what I'm actually working towards. Not just a job, not just income, a version of my life where I'm not running on adrenaline and coffee out of sheer necessity. For a long time, I measured my days by how can I try to get a job? What can I do today? Do I need to fill out a resume, call somebody back? Nothing was coming though. Now I'm trying to measure my success differently. Did he get to school? Does he feel safe? Is he okay? Does he have food to eat? And that's not shrinking, that's just a baseline. And on the days when everything else even feels uncertain, the baseline, that just has to be enough. Because in the middle, I feel like you be doing the best you can. And sometimes you just have to do the things you can do when you can do it. Getting to school every day at 8 a.m., that's the goal. I've been a parent for 22 years already. And when I was starting out, I was building, I was climbing, I was doing it all alone because I'm a single mom, single parent, a parent that's single, however you want to say it. That was survival. And I know what that feels like. In my last video, I talked about how my body doesn't know how to not be in survival mode. And that's been a default setting my whole life. And being in the middle is proving that, because the moment my career went away, survival mode didn't. It just found a new address because now we just surviving something again. And now I can feel it in my parenting too. And I know that surviving for your child and building for your child, those are two very different things. And I've done the first one for 22 years. And now I'm trying to get to the second one, because it's like survival mode. I could understand a survival mode when I was younger, I was starting from scratch, but now I never thought I would be in this much of survival mode as a parent again at this time in my life. But I know Lee is watching me just like my daughter was back then, and I want him to see that I didn't stop even when things got hard. I didn't disappear, I kept going. And I want my daughter to see that too. She is graduating from college this year. She's been watching me navigate hard things her whole life. And I want her to see me now get to the other side of this one. I wish he didn't. I wish everything was smoothed out. I wish things had gone to plan, but they haven't. So this is just something else that I have to get through while my children are watching. So what does that look like? That's something that I work on every day, but I do feel like the days that I have some structure, it helps me not feel like I lost an entire day trying to do everything. Because when I try to do everything, I still feel like I'm getting nothing done. So I need to structure my days. So after I drop him off at 8, I take that hour between 8 and 9. I try to journal, pray, read, try to get my head right before the day starts pulling me in different directions. Some days it works, and some days I don't do it, and I just immediately open my laptop and forget that I was supposed to be praying. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know we keep it real over here. This is the messy middle for a reason. And for real, some days are just rest days. I need a reset some days because I go hard a lot. And I'm just learning to count those instead of feeling guilty about them. Because when you're burnt out, you can't get anything done anyway. And I feel like in the middle, you're constantly trying to figure it out. And you need to rest sometimes. So in the mornings when I'm taking him to school, this is another thing that's very helpful. We listen to something called Motiversity.
At the end of your feelings is possibly nothing. But at the end of your principle is a promise.
And it's basically just a bunch of motivational speeches all mashed up together in one. He loves it. He feels the energy. He can't understand everything they're saying, but he understands like this, well, we gotta hype ourselves up before we start the day on a good note. The better you start, the better you finish. And the way he always wants to listen to it, that helps my morning too, because I don't turn it off on the way back going home. And he also loves to play outside. So that makes me get off my device because he's like, Mom, are you watching? Look, Mom, da, da, da. You can't look at the flip and be on your phone. So that helps me to get off my phone and realize that you need this downtime too. Get off the phone, be present. Sometimes you have to be cognizant, I can't get the word out, about what you're actually doing when you're doing it, being totally present. So the other day, Lee told me he wants to be a YouTuber when he grows up. I was like, me too. He said, no, but I want to be a famous one. Sir, 8 years old, unbothered, fully confident. I need whatever he has. The audacity to believe that the next thing is just gonna be the next biggest thing. No evidence required. Kids see everything. And I know my son sees everything. I don't have this all figured out. Some days I'm just making sure he's fed, loved, take a bath, get into bed, got some sleep, played outside, and calling that a win. Because that's how it is. And you have to keep going. Just being there is proof that you care, continuing to try, wiggle your way through this middle, shows that you care, and you are still showing up. So if you're parenting through a rebuild, I see you. I know you're tired. I'm tired. I know the list never ends. I actually been writing things out on my notebooks app and my phone. That's been helpful too. But if you're in the middle, comment, let me know how you're getting through this middle if you're a parent too. Or if you've gotten through middles before, you're a parent, what did you do? How did you get through it? What was helpful? So next week we keep going. We just gonna work our way through this middle, y'all. I'll see you there. Welcome to the middle.